If you found this tip helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Clever Tricks channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more simple, budget-friendly, and practical kitchen tips for everyday life. Because today, I'm going to show you a really great way to turn those fresh mint leaves into a jar of fragrant mint powder. Convenient, economical, and long-lasting. You only need to make it once, and you'll have a lovely jar of mint powder ready to use for tea, drinks, yogurt, fruit, salads, or desserts. Every time you open the lid, the whole kitchen will smell fresh and refreshing. The wonderful thing is that the process is incredibly simple. No preservatives, no complicated ingredients, and anyone can make it at home. And surprisingly, I succeeded on my very first try. Now I'll guide you through each step. First, we'll sort through the mint leaves. Remove any yellow leaves, insect-bitten leaves, bruised leaves, or blackened stems. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. After sorting, place the mint into a bowl of clean water. Gently stir it by hand so the dirt can wash away. Avoid rubbing too hard because mint leaves are quite delicate. If you want to clean them more thoroughly, you can add a spoonful of baking soda to the water. Stir until dissolved, then soak the mint for about 3 to 5 minutes. After that, rinse it again once or twice with clean water. This method helps clean the leaves more effectively, but remember not to soak them for too long because mint can easily lose its fragrance when exposed to too much water. After washing, this is the extremely important step. You must dry the mint very thoroughly. Where are you from? It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Now we will sort the mint leaves. Separate each sprig and remove any yellow leaves, insect-bitten leaves, bruised leaves, or stems that are too tough. For young and tender sprigs, you can keep both the leaves and the soft tips. But if you want the powder to be smoother and have a nicer color, it's best to use only the leaves. To dry the mint, line the bottom of the air fryer basket with parchment paper or aluminum foil with a few small holes poked in it. This helps prevent the mint leaves from falling through while still allowing good air circulation. Then spread the mint into a thin layer. Don't put too much in at once. If the layer is too thick, the outer leaves may dry, while the inner leaves remain damp. During storage, any leftover moisture can easily cause the powder to become moldy or lose its aroma. For the air fryer, choose a low temperature. If your air fryer can be set to around 80 to 90 degrees Celsius, use that setting. If it can't go that low, choose the lowest possible temperature and check frequently. Dry the mint for the first round for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then, open the air fryer and gently stir the leaves with chopsticks or tongs. At this stage, you'll notice the leaves starting to soften and dry slightly. Continue drying for another 3 to 5 minutes. Depending on the type of air fryer and the amount of mint you use, the drying time may vary. So don't just rely on the timer, observe the mint leaves carefully. When the leaves become crispy and crumble easily when gently pressed in your hand with no softness or moisture left, they are ready. If there are still a few soft leaves after drying, remove the fully dried ones first, then continue drying the remaining leaves for a few more minutes. Don't over-dry the entire batch just because a few leaves are still damp, because the already dried leaves may burn. Once the mint is completely crispy, remove it from the air fryer and spread it out on a clean plate or tray. don't grind it immediately while it is still hot. Let it cool completely for about 5 to 7 minutes. As the leaves cool down, any remaining moisture will continue to evaporate slightly, making the leaves crispier and easier to grind. Place the dried mint into a small grinder. Don't fill it too full. If you add too much at once, the grinder won't process evenly and the powder may contain large leaf pieces. Grind in short bursts. Blend for a few seconds, then stop, shake the grinder gently, and continue blending. This helps create a finer, more even powder while also preventing the machine from overheating. If the grinder gets too hot, the mint aroma may also weaken. After grinding, you can use a sieve to filter the powder. Put the fine powder into a separate jar and grind the larger leaf pieces one more time. If you want an extra fine powder for tea or drinks, sift it more carefully. But if you plan to sprinkle it over salads, yogurt, potatoes, baked dishes, or everyday meals, a slightly coarse texture is perfectly fine. In fact, a slightly coarse powder often keeps a more natural texture and a very pleasant aroma. Place the mint powder into a clean, completely dry glass jar with an airtight lid. Remember that the jar must be absolutely dry. Even a tiny amount of water or moisture can cause the mint powder to clump and spoil quickly. If you want to be extra careful, you can rinse the jar with hot water, dry it thoroughly, and let it air dry completely before adding the powder. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. After putting the powder into the jar, seal the lid tightly and store it in a dry, well-ventilated place away from direct sunlight, heat from the stove, and moisture. If stored properly, mint powder can keep its fragrance well for about 1 to 3 months. After that, it can still be used as long as the powder remains dry, free from mold, and has no strange smell, although the aroma will gradually fade over time. So it's best to make only a moderate amount, use it up, and then prepare a fresh batch. Homemade herbal powder contains no preservatives, so making smaller amounts that stay fresh and fragrant is much better than making too much and storing it for too long. Each time you use it, always use a clean and dry spoon to scoop out the powder. Never use a wet spoon or allow steam to enter the jar. This is a small secret that helps the powder last longer without spoiling. In fact, mint powder is very convenient. You can use a little to make hot mint tea. Simply add a small amount to a cup, pour in hot water, stir well, and if you like, add a little honey or a few drops of lemon juice. A lightly fragrant cup of mint tea like this is perfect to enjoy after meals or anytime you want a refreshing drink. You can also sprinkle a little mint powder over yogurt, smoothies, or freshly cut fruit, especially watermelons, strawberries, oranges, apples, or other summer fruits. The mint aroma makes the food feel fresher, cooler, and much more appealing. If you enjoy salads, try adding a little mint powder to cucumber salad, tomato salad, green salads, or Mediterranean-style salads. Just a small amount is enough to give the dish a completely different aroma. In general, there are many dishes you can use this powder with if you enjoy the flavor of mint. Do you usually use mint for making tea, desserts, or cooking? Share your favorite way in the comments below. If you found this tip helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Clever Tricks channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more simple, budget-friendly, and practical kitchen tips for everyday life. Goodbye, and see you again in the next video.